You came here, you came back for part B. I am grateful for you. I am grateful for you. So, this is part B, the last bit of the 27 things that I've learned now that I turned 27. So, it's just a continuation of what I was saying. So, yeah, let's continue. Okay, on my first point, I'm going to talk about it's okay to outgrow people and places. The more you stay in a place that you're over and done with, the more you delay your blessings for the next chapter. I think I've talked about this when I was talking about discerning spirits. It's literally the same thing, just now that I was talking about trusting your instincts. Now I'm talking about like accept when you have outgrown people, accept when you have outgrown a job or career, accept it and move on so that you won't delay your next blessing of the next chapter. So another point I'm gonna tell you, I think I'd have started with this point, but what I'm gonna tell you right now is do not give up. Do not give up. Do not lose hope. Do not do not sit and say that it's over or it's impossible or things will not happen. I know you've waited. I know you've shot content for the longest. I know you've done this for the longest. I know you've been consistent. I know you've been disciplined. But how will you see the fruits of your labor if you don't push? How will you see the fruits of you staying up all night editing if you don't push and wake up the following day and push and wake up the next day and push and wake up the next day? How will you experience new experiences if you're not here? How will you experience the new love that is meant to find you? How will you experience the new friendship that you're about to experience? How will you experience your success if you don't push? And that's why I was saying, like, many youths are giving up because most people actually give up because of lack of money or because of lack of resources. Many people give up because of that. But I'll tell you this, the people who have pushed and they have made it in their 50, I think if there's one thing that I learned from people in age, are they baby boomers? Yeah, I think that age of our parents. If there's one big thing that I have learned from our parents is pushing and not giving up. Our parents have pushed. I have seen my mama push even at her worst. She stood up and encouraged us, and she's going through hell, but she has stood strong and imagine she's still giving us energy even when she doesn't have energy for herself. If there's one thing that I've learned from our parents is the strength and the resilience to push on in this life, to push on even when nothing seems to be working, to wake up every day and choose to say, what, I'll do it even today. I'll choose to maybe even I'll even change my trajectory today as long as I see things working, and I will not give up. And that is one thing we are lacking, us as youths. People are giving up, and I'm not sitting here to judge anybody, but that is one thing that is affecting us as youths. We want to see things happen real quick, and if they don't happen, we just give up. I'm just here to preach to you. I'm here to encourage you and to tell you that you will not witness the blessings of your life if you give up now. So you better push. You better wake up tomorrow. You better wake up the next day, and you better push, and you better trust the universe that it has the best in store for you. Continue applying. Continue shooting content. Continue going for those small jobs that give you wages. Continue pushing. Let me tell you, every day as I'm leaving my house, I always tell myself, it doesn't matter where I'm going. Maybe I'm even going for a wage job. But I always tell myself, even in that small wage job that I feel like it's not what's meant for me, I place myself in alignment to my bigger goals and to the life that I want to create for myself. Because it's out there where you meet people. It's out there where you talk to someone about your idea and they buy the idea, they're like, okay, but it's out there where you find your blessings. So as you leave your house, always proclaim the day, proclaim the atmosphere of the day, the energy, the frequency of the day, and always say these words. If not exactly these words, but you can look for words, paraphrase it, I don't know, but always place yourself in alignment to your becoming, in alignment to your blessings, in alignment to your destiny helpers. Yeah, let me not continue talking because I feel like I'll jump into another point. So on to another point so that I can continue. I always say, learn social ethics. Learn how to relate with people, how to communicate, know when to listen, know when to be silent. Connect genuinely because our blessings are often tied to other humans. Be careful of how you treat people. You see, even those guards at the gate, those people respect people. You see, do not respect someone because of the rank you think they hold or wherever you've placed someone. At now you can respect this guy because he's the CEO of this company, but you can't respect the guard at his door. Guys, let me tell you, me, if there's one thing that I've learned is to create a rapport with the guard. I don't think I've been into a messed up situation with a guard unless maybe there are some guards who are just born to be chaotic. But if this person is good, I'll be good to them. Of course, if you come to me with bad energy, I won't be sitting here silly. Of course, I will protect my energy too. But I have always purposed to respect people. Let me tell you, your blessing might be with that guard. That guard you think who cannot help you because they are a guard. That guard can be the one who put in a word for you to that CEO. You don't know. So with these 27 years of my life, I have learned that learn social ethics, learn to communicate with people, learn to respect people. Every person, respect them. I know the people who disrespect you, the people who are just chaotic in nature, you deal with them squarely, those ones, but generally learn to respect people, learn to know how to communicate, learn how to introduce what you do, what your career is. You see, in a place where you feel like there are potential, learn how to introduce yourself, learn how to sell yourself. Let me tell you, why are you afraid? You're selling shoes, you're selling, but they have a shoe business. You're selling shoes or you are selling clothes and you see potentials, approach them, tell them, you know what, I sell some really nice casual shoes, you know what, I'm selling some really nice official shoes. I can even show you pictures. Like, learn to communicate, learn to sell yourself, learn to put yourself out there, learn to respect others, learn to know how to relate with people, because more often than not, your blessing, my blessings are with another person, another human being. Most of the times our destiny carriers are human beings, and you might miss it just because you are rude. Respect can open doors for you that talent will never imagine. Respect, just respect, or being kind, it may open doors for you that your talent cannot, your CV will not, your skills will not. So maneuver this life learning social ethics. But I feel like social ethics, you learn them with time. Me personally, I've lost an opportunity because of attitude. And I learned the hard way. These are the things that I learned the hard way. And let me tell you, they left a mark on me. I don't joke nowadays. Everyone who I meet earns my respect. They earn my respect unless you show me otherwise, but you will earn my respect. The people at the gate, you will earn my respect. The cooks, I don't know, those people you think have lower ranking, they will earn my respect, because in this life I have learned the hard way. So don't learn the hard way like me. Let me, as your big friend, as your big sister, let me tell you, learn social ethics in your best way how? Learn social ethics. Learn to be respectful, learn to be kind, learn to be caring, learn to do good even with nothing in return. So I'll give you a small story. So so this story, it's about a friend of mine. So a friend of mine had let me say a distant grandma. So this grandma used to tell them every single time to drive them to the hospital so that they can go for screening. I think they had an issue. So my friend used to get so mad because, first of all, my friend has to use fare from where they are living to where this grandma is. But let me tell you, my friend in one way or another was just like, let me just do it, because in either way, in as much as they are just my grandma from afar, I can do something good to them. But to me, I was like, hey, you sure you're not being used? So my friend did that for like a week. Imagine, my friend used to use their money to get to where this grandma is. At least from the grandma to the hospital, they used to use the car to the grandma. But my friend's house to the grandma's place, they had to use fare, and coming back from the grandma to their place back, they had to use fare. But in one way or another, my friend was just so down to do that because they just have a kind soul. But let me tell you, at the end of that week, do you know that grandma gave my friend 10,000? Imagine. 10,000. I was just looking at my friend, I was like, oh my God, share. But it's just because of that small act of kindness that brought them 10,000 they had not planned for. Even if you count the fare that my friend used to use, maybe 200 a day. So for those 5 days, they just used 1,000. They were given 10,000. Literally, like it was returned to them in 100-fold. Learn to be kind. Even if it doesn't bring you anything in that moment in time, they always say, malipo ni hapa hapa. That's a Kiswahili saying that whatever you do comes back around, just here on earth. So trust that. Another point, I don't even know if I have 27 lessons. I think there are more than 27 lessons. But anyway, learn to be patient. As humans, we are naturally impatient. So you have to really fight. It's like going against human nature. So that's hard. Being patient. More times than not, when I've been impatient, it has costed me money, costed me opportunities. So learn to wait. Let me tell you, there are times, like 2025, I feel like 2025, guys, 2025 has been a crazy year for me. It has been so crazy that I've just been trying things that will get me money real quick. And let me tell you, I have lost money. And this is money that I didn't even have plenty in the first place. But because I want to see quick success, I have learned, 2025, but I have learned the hard way. I think I have learned an art of patience, a deep art of patience in 2025. Because in 2025, I have tried like 3 things that I knew would bring me money real quick, and I lost money. And I lost money as I was doing that. So let me tell you, you see this little things you choose to do. You create content today. It doesn't bring any win. You try and create content tomorrow. It doesn't bring you any win. 1 year you create content. 2 years you create content. The 3rd year you get collaborations that will bring you money in excess, and it will bring you satisfying money, because this is money that I really so my car decided to join me. But anyway, this is money you worked hard for. This is money that you actually did all you can to get this money. So let me tell you, learn the art of patience. And you will build something that you will feel so good about. And even as you're getting that pay, as you're getting that money, you will feel so fulfilled, and it will feel so good. Imagine getting money after knowing that you had sleepless nights trying to edit, and now it's paying. It will feel so fulfilling and thrilling. But anyways, I'm not here trying to tell you that you cannot get money in a simple way. You can actually get money in the easiest of ways. I believe in the universe to not make me work so hard to get this money, but if in this point in time that is what it requires, well and good. But I am a sole believer that you can get all what you want easily with no stress. You don't have to struggle to get things. But in this time, in this moment, maybe I need to continue talking to you guys, creating content so that maybe I can see something later. But for now, maybe this is what I need to do. And now I'm learning to be patient with that. And I'm learning to accept that. So yeah. Okay, on to my next point. Stop waiting for validation. You don't need everyone to see your vision for it to be real. Believe in yourself enough to stand firm, even if it means disappointing those who don't believe in you with you. Sometimes self-belief means choosing you over their approval. Sometimes I even read some points and I'm like, woo, hey, and I'm wise. Anyways, so sometimes it just needs you to believe in yourself. Like, you have chosen to, you see, let me tell you, this one time I just took my tripod. I had bought this tripod to do business with it, to advertise some clothes that I was selling. But then over the years, I've always told myself, I'm going to open a YouTube channel. And I was like, wait, the universe already has provided a tripod stand for me. So what am I waiting? I have a good phone. So what am I waiting for? And at first, my people around me were like, if you want to talk about mental health, maybe you need to have gone to school, maybe you need to have learned about psychology, and they are not wrong. But I was like, maybe I can talk about my experiences. And because I have seen things that I have done for myself work, maybe I can talk to people about them and see, and maybe they can see for themselves, maybe it can work for them too. And it took me believing in myself that it doesn't matter. I might get 1, 2, 3 views. People might say maybe I need to learn psychology. People might say maybe I need to be a professional therapist so that I can talk about mental health. But I was like, no, I will talk about mental health through my experiences, because I know there's somebody out there who relates to me, and there are people out there who have not gotten the opportunity or the privilege to do therapy, and they're still healing in one way or another. So I will talk to those people specifically. So sometimes it just takes you to see your vision. Sometimes it just takes you to believe in yourself. Sometimes you will not even have someone to clap for you, like go. Sometimes it will just be you and your tripod and your phone and your own belief and your own laptop to edit, and it's just you. Sometimes it will just be you. But let me tell you, there's a quote I saw that most people will not believe in you until other people have believed in you. But most people will not believe in you until they have seen you have an audience, and that's okay. Sometimes you don't even need that audience. Sometimes you just need that one person who will see what you have in you, and they will change your life for good. So don't wait for crowds to clap for you so that you can see your vision, so that you can see your potential. Let me tell you another thing that I am saying that I do not want is, imagine you seeing that you have potential later on in life when you don't have energy. Imagine you're in your 50s and you're in your 60s. And in your 50s and 60s, you don't have energy, the energy that you have right now. That's when you realize, oh my God, maybe I really did have potential. And you have already wasted 30 years of your life. That is one regret I always say I will never want to experience. to sit down and to see that I had potential, that I actually had potential. Oh my God, no. I want to be in my 50s and to be so happy that I did that. And to be so happy that, you know what, I actually explored all my potential, everything that I have within me. That's why I always say I will try everything and anything. Know what is in me, know what is not in me, until I have touched my full potential. But anyways, I'm not saying that the people around me did not support me. They actually have a point, and for sure I definitely am equipping myself when it comes to mental health, because I don't want to sit here and talk about nonsense, especially when it comes to mental health. I feel like mental health is such a big topic and it's a sensitive topic. You can't just be yapping and yapping about things that you're not even sure about. So yeah. Okay, so but in that moment I just chose to believe in myself. In that moment I just told myself, you know what, I see the vision, just do it. Go ahead and do it. I will back you up. Me, I'll just be your cheerleader. So do it. I'll be there pushing you and telling you got this. And I was my cheerleader, and I did what I did, and I realized, okay, I think I am meant to be in front of the camera. So yeah. And here we are now, because I believed in myself. So believe in yourself. See that vision by yourself and do it, and clap for yourself and push. To my next point, never say never. That's another big point I think I've learned. You can find yourself in that situation. That can happen to you. But you can be a bad person in someone's story. I know I'm a bad person in someone's story. But that is what that happened. That is life. I learned. I moved. So never say never. Things do happen to people, and you're not exceptional. Okay? And even on the positive side, never say never. You can own that Bentley. You see those cars that you look at it and they're like billions and millions, and you're like, those are just Elon Musk's things. Let me tell you, you can own that. You can own that mansionette. You see those mansionettes you see in Nyari doesn't even have mansionettes. I've seen mansionettes in Kitsuru. Kitsuru has nice mansionettes. I've seen mansionettes where else? Along Peponi Road, I've seen some really nice mansionettes. Let me tell you, you can own that. Those things that look like, oh my God, will I ever get to a point where I can touch a Billy? Imagine, where you can just walk into a showroom and decide, you know what, give me that Porsche Cayenne, because that's my dream car. Give me that Porsche Cayenne and pay. That you can. I mean, let me tell you, those people who have those things have 2 eyes, 1 nose, and 1 mouth, 2 ears, and you're even more beautiful than them. So never say never. Be on the positive and be on the negative side. This is life. If anyone, okay, another point, I feel like this point is related to another point I said. Anyone cost you your peace. If anyone costs you your peace, more often than not, best thing to do is let them go. Uncalled chaos is draining. Let me tell you, I think it's the same thing with, I was saying, cut people off and disana moment, disana season, all that. But I'll tell you this, if anyone is causing you chaos, if anyone is causing you more hurt than love, I mean, even if it's your parents, man, get the energy to cut them off. Don't, I mean, in 2026, we are all about peace. Money requires peace. Peace and money. So if there's anything that's costing you your peace, even your parents, man, imagine just cut them off. And there's, okay, life cannot be all peaceful. There's some chaotic bits of life that are needed. If it's not a needed type of chaos, cut them off. Choose peace. over chaos. Choose peace always. I mean, considering that we have grown with so much bad types of attachment styles. I mean, most of us have grown with avoidant type of attachments, others insecure, very few percentage it's secure. So I feel like we have normalized chaos in our upbringing, we have normalized chaos in our lives, that it has felt normal. Chaos is not normal. Chaos is draining. Chaos is what is draining you, by the way. If you think chaos is what is bringing the oomph in your life, then you have it all wrong. And I think I thought that way too a while back, but I am growing up. Let me tell you, in as much as growing up, I mean, small responsibilities, more shenanigans, but it's just so good to grow up, man. It's good to grow up. When you grow up, you literally actually unlearn a lot and learn a lot. And now that I am a grown woman, I feel like there's a lot that I have learned. There's a lot that I was struggling with then that I'm not struggling with now. I have learned detachment. Let me tell you, detachment is not easy. But man, me growing up has made me learn detachment. Me growing up has made me learn to sieve words. Like, you can tell me this, but I have it in me. I have the mental muscle to sieve. Imagine, to sieve words. And it's actually good to grow up, man. It comes with responsibilities, but I love the bit where you get to know yourself, you get to understand your surrounding, you get to love yourself more, you get to choose yourself, you get to put yourself first, you get to learn to unlearn, you get to release, you get to choose how to heal, you get to choose your life, you get to make choices that are pleasing to you without caring. And I love that bit of growing up. That bit I do love. So I think another point, I'm so sure I am past 27 lessons, but hear me. I have learned a lot, and learn from me too, or maybe don't make the same mistake, or maybe be better. Another thing is, if you have siblings and these siblings are good people, you guys you just went silent on each other, not because that you have issues. There are siblings with issues. There are siblings who have massive issues. You guys, your siblings are like, you guys are okay, just that you drifted because you guys have work or like families, you don't talk to each other. Please guys, make time. Take that phone, call your brother, call your sister. Let me tell you, these people are your ride or dies. If you guys all have no issues, because I know families have issues, but let me talk to the people with good siblings. I mean, you people, please keep in touch with these people. Let me tell you, I went through some difficult time in 2025. I went through a massive heartbreak. I went through loss of jobs. I went through a broke period. But let me tell you, I used to talk to my sister, and it was such a relief. And then she's positive vibes, whatnot, and she would just encourage me, and I'd be like, you know what, okay, life is worth living. And I'm not saying that I didn't have friends, but it's just different from a sister, because you've grown up with this person, they have known you inside and out, they have seen you from one level to another, and it's just different. So please, if you can, and I hope you can, mend that relationship with your sibling, mend that relationship with your sister, mend that relationship with your brother. Take that phone and call them today. Take that phone and tell them you love them today. Please do that. It will be of so much help to you. Just trust me on that. And if it's a quarrel that you guys can solve it. Call that person and tell them you're sorry, or have that difficult conversation. If that's what you're avoiding today, take that phone and have that difficult conversation, or even drive to where they are and have that difficult conversation and talk to them. Okay, so on to another point. I feel like this is a very strong point. I have learned a lot about money. Over the years, I've learned a lot about money. A lot. Okay, let me tell you. Money is a fleeting thing. I have learned that if you don't develop money IQ, the awareness of how to manage, grow, and respect your money, you can stay stuck in the same place for years. It's not that money doesn't come, it does, but without understanding, it slips away just as fast as it arrives. I learned that the hard way. Can you imagine? Right now is the time I'm learning about MMFs, stocks, treasury bonds, and bills and circles. Right now is when I'm learning that you can invest, you can take your money to stocks. And imagine there's a period of time where I had like a 9 to 5 job where when you have a 9 to 5 job, it's you have like, let me say, job security. So at the end of every month or the beginning of every month, there's a certain amount of money that comes to your account. So it's so easy to save with that. Because when it comes to gigs are fluctuating. One time you have a gig, the other you do not have, and it's months and you've not gotten a gig. And then sometimes there are gigs that will take time before they pay you, and imagine you've done a gig a month ago, then they take like 2 months before they pay you. So by the time the money is coming, you've already gone into debt. You need to get your hair done. There are a lot of things that you have not done and you need to do. You have loaned money from this so that you can do things for your day-to-day life, and by the time the money is coming, you have to like cover all these holes. So it's hard for you to like deduct some to save. But for 9 to 5, it's so easy for you, like you're getting 40k. So it's so easy for you to know that every month I can at least deduct 5k to take to my circle, or to take to my stocks, to take to my MMF or treasury bills and bonds. And let me tell you, money is a fleeting thing. You see that it comes, it goes. Hey, it comes, it goes. I have seen that. And let me tell you, if there's one thing that I am saying in 2026, I am gonna put all my money in, is learning about money. I'm gonna use my money to learn more about money. I'm gonna even try and see if I can enroll in a small classes about finances. I've already started following some YouTubers who talk about money, who talk about investment. And let me tell you, hey guys, learn about money. Let me tell you, the people who have done the most with a little money, like there's a sister to a school friend of mine. Let me call them a school friend because we are not friends anymore. Let me call them a schoolmate. So there's a sister to a schoolmate of mine. So that sister used to get help, and I feel like most people have gotten help. But when you get help, most people used to just go and have fun with it. Man, say you're in uni, it's drinks. Hey man, you're rich. That day you'll eat and eat. But let me tell you, this woman got the. Imagine having such IQ in uni. Me, I feel like I'd be so far. But anyway, okay, no regrets here. But imagine this person used to get help money, and they would save half of it. And then after they finished uni, they had saved a small amount of money, like say I think they had saved like 40k. And then when they saved that 40k, they started a business where they used to make a watch, and then they'd make the watch have a bead watch. So it's watch, and then this whole thing is a bead decoration. I don't know if you get what I mean, but it's beads, and then there's like a watch. And with time, she got like a signature name. So let me tell you, right now she's a millionaire. Hey guys, just because she used her held money wisely. Me man, if I had such IQ back then in uni, I'd be so far. Man, if the money I have touched in my hands in my 27 years, gosh, if I had IQ, I'd be so far. But it's okay. Better late than never, because now it's when investing in stocks. Now it's when I am learning about treasury bills and bonds. Now is when I'm learning that this how they differentiate, how you get your dividends, how you get your profits, how stocks work. Imagine right now in my 27 years, learn about money when you're still young. If you're still in uni, please, that 1,000, that 2,000 that you think is too little, if you put it away in stocks, because there are stocks that you can even buy 100 bob per share, so you can even invest with 100 shillings. And with stocks, it's profit, and it's something that you can always put. It's not like a treasury bill or bond where it's 50k minimum, but it's like, you can always put 100, you can put 1,000, you can put 5k, you can put, so please invest now. Start investing now. Invest now. Even when you're in uni, you can invest well when you're in uni, because you don't have bills right now. Right now you don't have bills, and your hair mama helps you make your hair if you're privileged enough. So your money, you can take it to stocks, so you can take it to investment. So please, and there's so many YouTube, by the way, it's right now when I'm really learning about money that I've realized there's actually so much information and knowledge on YouTube to learn from. People are talking about investing, people are talking about stocks, people are talking about bonds and bills. So many videos on YouTube that you can learn about money. Please make use of them and be wise with your money. Even right now, when you think that you don't have enough, you can invest with as low as 100 shillings. Be wise. I don't know if I have anything else. Okay, another point. Just start. Feeling cringed, ashamed is a mindset, and it will cost you a fortune. Like, let me give you an example. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel since way back, and there's nothing I lacked: a phone, a laptop, bundles, Wi-Fi, and I think of how I could be. But anyway, I won't live in the past. So let me tell you, I've always sung about a YouTube channel for the longest. And imagine just procrastinating. I'm like, I'll start next year. And what was stopping me? Nothing. Cringe, shame, being shameless, being shameful, or whatever is a mindset. Because let me tell you, even these other people feel the same way, but they started. So please start. I know you don't know how to edit, but imagine, just do whatever you can. Just start, do it. All those things are just a mindset. What people say? What people? This people. So you'd rather be struggling. People out here are trying. Everyone is trying, and even these people are doubting themselves. So start. Do your thing. Whatever you think you can do, just do your thing, and don't mind that people will see you trying. It's rather they see you trying than not trying at all. So try, and eventually, let me tell you, it will pay. You do what you can. Let them see you're trying, because when you actually make it, they will say, "Guy, we saw her when she was starting. Guy, we saw her when she was posting content from their homestead, and now she can afford Airbnbs. Now she can afford shooting content with cameras left, right, center. We just saw her with one shooting camera, and it's half one, but now, oh my God, she can even go to places. She's advertising hotels as she shoots in hotels and B&Bs. Imagine. So try right now, so that later on in life you won't sit down and say, I wish I did. Okay, so try right now. Shame is a mindset, and even those other people, they're also ashamed. That's why they're not trying. They're also doubting themselves. So don't let their doubt make you doubt yourself. Okay, try and try and try hadi ijipe. Sawa. Okay. Another thing, people are going through a lot of shit out here. A lot. And you're the one to be wise here. Enough to hold your peace. I mean, I can't be having a pretty girl arguing with a tout in town. Girl, Samantha, why are you arguing with a tout? Okay, I mean, touts are so mannerless, and some touts are bitter. But girl, you have worked on yourself. You have chose peace over chaos. Why are you arguing with Njoroge at 8 a.m. in the morning? Why? I mean, you don't want to protect your peace? People are going through a lot out here, and if you give a chance to everybody, people will hurt you. And that's why I always say, I mean, if there are things, if situations like those you can avoid, imagine Samantha is at 8 a.m. I'm going to work. Okay, Samantha is studying. I'm going to work at 8 a.m. Samantha is there arguing with a tout, and they're actually throwing words at each other. The tout says this, Samantha says this. The tout, and I'm like, girl, you look so good. You've dressed so well. You've done your hair. You look nice. You look like you're actually going to the office. Why are you arguing with Njoroge? Is also just a name I gave the tout. Why are you arguing with him right now at 8 a.m.? Is this the mood you want to set for the day? Is that the mood? So over the years, I've actually learned that not everyone deserves a piece of me. Not everyone deserves to hear from me. Not everyone deserves to hear my voice. And that's why, because let me tell you, there are many people I have stepped on, and they go like, hey, you what not, like a lot of abusive words. And because back then I had not learned that, I would just be there abusing them too, and it goes on and on and on and on and on, and you both look like two people who are hurting. But let me tell you, nowadays, you talk to me in a weird way, and I look at you and I'm like, you're not even worth to hear my voice. So I'll just be like, peace out, and I'll leave you at that. I'll step on you and you go like, hey, and it's just a mistake. I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I will move. I'll leave you be. So protect your peace. Even out there, many people are hurting. Let me tell you, from the abundance of their heart comes out of the mouth. Whatever is in someone's heart is what they will speak. If it's hurt, if they are bitter people, that is what they speak. And you're healing. You have decided to choose peace. So why are you arguing with this bitter tout? Why are you arguing with this bitter person that you sat with in the matatu? I mean, ignore them. Ignore them. Choose your peace. Choose your peace. Let me tell you. And when you decide to look at that at a very serious angle, you realize, okay, actually, many people don't deserve me, don't deserve to hear from me even. Like, that doesn't even deserve to know how I speak, how my voice sounds. Just be there shouting at you, hey. Be like, bro, peace. Because let me tell you, like, those touts in CBD are so mannerless. They'll be there touching you. And me, I hate being touched, man. I hate it. I hate being touched. Don't touch me. Why are you touching me? Just tell me to enter your matatu without touching me. So I'll be there like, don't touch me. But they'll be like, Connie, who do you think you are? But I'll just be like, bro, you just don't touch me. And I will leave. I mean, I have nothing else to tell you. Protect your peace at all cost. Okay, another thing that I have learned over my 27 years, oh my God, please be silent about your moves. Be silent about your moves, about your goals, about the things that you are doing. People are not happy for you. Aki, people do not want to see the best out of you. People want you to remain in suffering. People don't want you to go ahead of them. Be silent. Don't tell people your moves. Be silent until they have actually actualized. Stop speaking about things that have not even been birthed yet. Please move in silence. And I have learned this the hard way. Let me tell you, there is one big opportunity I lost because of speaking before it actualized. And let me tell you, I learned that also the hard way. Please be silent about your moves. Be silent about the things that you want to do. Be silent about your things. Be silent, please. Be silent about your opportunities. Yeah, be silent. Let me talk about parents. And parents is such a big topic Okay, there are people who have grown with secure parents. Lucky you, privileged you. I'm happy for you. But man, hey, parents is a big topic. So this is what I wrote. Understand your parents, but choose wisely and differently. Our parents raised us in the way they know how, even when it looked like chaos, punishment, and pain. They acted from the knowledge, exposure, and experience they had. We cannot change that, but we can decide to break those patterns, to unlearn, to love differently, to show care in ways they never knew how to. You may not change your parents, but you can remind yourself that you'll be okay, you will grow, you will move out, you will heal, and you will build a softer life, one where love doesn't hurt to receive. So let me tell you, over the years, I've been bitter with my parents because I've been like, you know what? Hey, they raised us in a chaotic way. Hey, we have been beaten. Personally, I have been beaten even with basins, guys with buckets. Ah, chaos. But let me tell you, that's the level of the exposure they got. And that's the kind of love they got from their parents. That the bad thing is that they did not learn or unlearn that. They chose to pass it on. So, in as much as they are living their first, they are living their first time too, you are also living your first time too. So, choose to heal in your own way. Don't be bitter with them because honestly, most parents do actually love us. But it's crazy that's how they show their love. And imagine that's how they show their love. And that's what I was saying. That's why people settle for chaotic type of love. Actually, when love feels peaceful, it's boring because you have learned chaos is the way of love, man. And it takes a lot to unlearn that because over time, even me, I have unlearned that, and I have realized that chaos is not a form of love, man. No, it's not a form of love. I need peace. I want love to feel good. Choose to heal. And you know what? Another thing that I chose to do is I chose to speak to myself in the most loving of ways. You see, when a parent tells me this and I feel like that doesn't serve me, I turn those words. I be like, no, that is not what I take. This is what I know. That is not what I take. This is what I know. I know it might take a lot of mental muscle, but imagine do it for your own benefit so that you cannot live in hurt, so that you cannot hate them for no good reason. Okay? Also, move out. Move out. It will bring healing to you too. I know that it's hard for you to heal in the same place that hurt you. So choose maybe a different premises. And that's my prayer in 2026. Biggest prayer in 2026. I want to heal from the hurt that has been caused by my parents because I know it's a big chunk. I want to heal and I want to heal deeply. And I want to come to a point where that I can sit down and be like, you know what, I understand them because this is how they were sure to show love. But I will unlearn this and I will learn different. You know what? I will break this cycle and I will do it differently. I pray that everyone gets to unlearn that. I feel like a lot of people bleed from hurt caused by our parents. But please heal so that you cannot hurt others. Heal so that you cannot hurt your partner. Heal so that you cannot hurt your friends. Heal so that you cannot hurt your siblings. So heal on that wound. Search on that wound. You know, let me tell you, when I decided to heal from my parents' wound, I searched myself deeply. And let me tell you, I have not come to a point where I'm healed completely. I still have my triggers, imagine, till date, and I've been healing for the longest. But I still have my triggers. Sometimes I feel like I have not healed anything. Sometimes I feel like I am back in square one. Sometimes I feel like, am I ever gonna heal from this? But you know what? I have purpose to heal that wound. That wound, hey, that is a crazy wound. And my prayer in 2026 is that I can be able to heal that wound like a big chunk percent, a big percent. So yeah. Search yourself when it comes to the love that you received from your parents. Search that emotionally, especially how you show other people love. Search the love that you received first from your parents, because more often than not, it's a replica. So unless you unlearn or learn, you will offer love like the way you received it first. So if it's not secure, please heal it or learn it or unlearn it. Another point I'll talk about is friendships. Friendships change. I mean, like, we get friends for a certain season, then they go. And friendship heartbreak is actually a thing. It's rather you sit down and not have friends at all than have people who surround you and are not true. It's rather you go through a solitude moment than just have people that you call friends just for the sake and they are not true. Let me tell you, I'd rather be alone than call people friends and I know they're not my friends. Me, I'll cut you off. And considering right now I've learned the art of detachment, I'll cut you off. Samantha, I'll cut you I'll cut you off. So I pray that you will discern your friends enough to know friends who are for you and friends who are not for you. Those people you call friends are the ones who can cost you your opportunities, are the ones who do not even want to see you excel if you've not searched them well. Man, it's rather you do this life alone. Search your friends. Know who are your friends, man. Your friends, they mean a lot. Your friends are the ones that can even help you open doors, and they are the ones who can close your doors. So search your friends. It's rather you go through a solitude moment, but trust the universe that in those next chapters, in those next seasons, you'll meet people who are serving you at that moment, and you'll meet friends who are good to you and are good for you and are good to your heart and your mind. Trust the universe to bring the people who are best for you at that moment in time. So if people don't suit you right now, imagine cut them off. Imagine go for those solo dates. Imagine go out alone. Imagine go for picnics alone. It's fun. It's fun to know that you're doing this thing by yourself than to know you're sitting with a friend and they're a snake. Imagine, I don't even know how you sit with a friend and you know they're a snake. You know, like I was just scrolling through TikTok one time. A girl was saying, actually, let me go hang out with these friends that I know are snakes. At least I have fun with them when I'm drunk. And I told myself, I mean, when you're drunk, you're vulnerable. So what makes you think they would throw you over the roof? And it's crazy, because how do you settle for that? I mean, at the back of your mind, you already know this friend is a snake. But yes, you know there are things you cannot tell them. Yes, you know they are not for you. But you're like, let me go and just drink with them because they are good vibes at that moment. Like, they are good pips when you're drinking with them. What makes you think those people will not even put something in your drink and steal from you? Hey, crazy. People out here are settling for things just to, I don't know, to go outside, to go have fun. Stay inside, stay indoors, watch a movie. I mean, guys, hey, it's with age? I don't know. But discern your friends. And also, for the good friends that you have, cultivate it. You see how, like, you make time for your lover, for your partner, you call them every single time. Make time for your friends. Call that friend, check up on them, be intentional. Plan for dates. Don't wait for them to plan for picnics, plan for hangouts. Cultivate your friends. Let me tell you, I've had a bestie who has healed me in the best ways I couldn't even mention. And imagine it's long distance. And I was like, you know what? If it was not for her, hey, man, I'd have been in a rough place. But she was there for me more than a partner would, or more than a partner was. So cultivate your friendships, especially the good friendships. Cultivate them. Check up on your friends, tell them you love them as many times as you can. And for the ones that don't serve you, say stop staying there. What are you doing there? Because you're afraid of being alone. It's okay to be alone. It's rather to be alone than to hang out with people who wish the worst for you. Okay? So trust the universe enough to know that the right friends that are good for your soul will align for you in the best way. You don't even bother understanding how, but they will align. Imagine the good friends will come in that season. They will come. But for now, if it's solitude, imagine just going to solitude. Just decide to do whatever. Decide to hang out alone. Decide to understand yourself better. That's all for now. But I feel like life does get better. As you grow old, life does get better. I don't know if it's because you get to learn yourself more or get to understand yourself more, but the older you become, the better you become. For real, for real. If you are actually intentional with yourself, the older you get, the better you become. So, as I close, as I bring this vlog to an end, as I bring this yap to an end, I just wish every one of you a happy 2026. I just hope that it's good to you. I hope it brings you more love, more peace, more clarity, more success, and I hope it brings you back to yourself. If I was told to give a word to 2025, I would say dismantling. And if I was told to give a word 2026, I'd give happenings. So it is happening all to your favor, for sure. Thank you for sticking around. I know I was supposed to have a part 2 of manifestation, but there's a book I'm reading, or I am trying to expand my knowledge on manifestation so that in my last bit of manifestation, I can close it off with so many things that I will get to learn about manifestation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for making time for me to listen. I appreciate all of you. And happy 2026. We are back bigger and better and older and cuter and wiser. Thank you. Thank you for my cat and I. Thank you, right? Thank you for my cat and I. Bye.